Greetings, folks of cinema. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever come across the term bathos? It refers to a deliberate or accidental drop from something emotionally elevated or dramatic into something trivial or outright ridiculous. This film, The End of Oak Street, will explain it to you in the best way possible. And no, this film doesn't do it intentionally. It is just bad at maintaining its tempo. I was glad that after many years we are getting to see a fresh take on prehistoric creatures. I was very excited, dancing from within before I even entered the theater. But when I left the screen, the dancer on me was on a ventilator. I grew up watching the Jurassic Park trilogy and it planted the love for these creatures in my heart. Then came the Jurassic World trilogy and it kind of did the same. It wasn't as good as the original one, but it was decent. And all these movies had a similar and common theme of showing the interaction between humans and dinosaurs in the context of a failed scientific facility or an experiment. The end of Oak Street tried a new approach. Wormholes, the disappearance of an entire piece of land, with it going back into prehistoric times, is lovely. I love that idea. I love that take. I should give the film its flowers here. It also started off really well. The first half of the film was emotionally connecting, rightly paced with no stupid stuff happening mostly. I liked how the surroundings changed a little by little, a prehistoric plant at first, then a big heap of dung before the entire neighborhood got yanked into the past. The tiny details of steaming hot water in the underground and scientifically accurate dinosaurs and creatures with features and fur. The film wins your heart and attention with all that. The second half, after the interval, is when things start to go downhill with no breaks. The thing with this film is, it is quite literally one of the most striking examples of bathos, the term I talked about earlier in the video. It will put on the screen one of the most emotionally striking, beautifully shot scenes you will ever see, and in the next moment, you witness something so stupid, so ridiculous, you start questioning your decision of spending your money to watch this film. There is a clear lack of consistency in this film. Characters are scared, serious at one point, and then they act like everything's normal just seconds after. Let me give you a hypothetical situation. Okay, so you and your partner were just attacked and chased by packs of assault birds, a miniature Spinosaur, among many other threats just hours earlier in a town infested with bloodthirsty creatures. Then, in broad daylight, just minutes after reuniting with your children and asking them to seek safety in a house, you go to check the source of a scary sound only to find out it is two sauropods making love. Now, you know there might be danger lurking in the bushes around you, but you decide to take a picture of your partner with the two sauropods out in the open. Sounds ridiculous, right? Exactly my point. This same stuff happens throughout the film. One scene where this film looks like it is aiming for cinematic greatness, and then the next scene feels like, what the hell am I even watching? The acting also feels like the director told the actors, do your best impression of someone scared in an apocalypse. But yeah, I feel like we can ignore it. The actors are young and they're probably still learning and will only get better with time. So that's not a big issue. This film is not a bad film at all. It is fairly enjoyable. What this film lacked was a desire, a drive to make the most out of the story. It has its fair share of moments that will probably make your eyes damp and fill your heart with emotions, connecting with the characters and relating with them. But it just doesn't do it consistently. And that is what hurts the most. There was potential, such good potential, but it wasn't fully used. It starts off really well and ends with almost a mic drop, but You can't really feel it all because the middle is lacking a lot. A lot. This film feels like it doesn't dedicate itself to the story and its seriousness. It feels like just another film made to cash in on the audience dying to watch one good dinosaur film. The same thing that Jurassic World Rebirth did, and the same thing that Fallen Kingdom did. And that is what disappoints me the most. I didn't expect it to be as good as the Jurassic Park, the first two Jurassic Park films, because that's a different level of standard right there. But I expected a film to at least take what it is trying to show seriously. Because when you have one scene where you go like a very serious sense of a serious feeling of someone sacrificing their life to protect their loved ones, and in the next scene you give such poor writing that the impact of the previous scene just dies out right then and there. Anyways, that's all for today. Let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, folks of cinema.